That would annoy me so much if someone came up to me and said that. Let's talk about it. That would really annoy me. Get off our phones.
Is that the male smile?
Yes.
Hello and welcome back to the U Up podcast. I'm Jordana Abraham.
And I am Jared Freed. It is so good to be back here with you, Jordana. How are you? What's going on? Good to see you.
I'm great. It's a nice, beautiful fall day.
Crisp.
It
is crisp out. That's the only word you could ever use for today.
It's one of those days where you're like, this is exciting. I'm glad I can bring out my sweater.
Yes. And bring out the clothing that you feel best in.
Yes. But you kind of like also know that you almost like, I almost feel bad about being like, I'm over the warmth because I'm going to miss it so much.
Right.
You know?
No, I hear you. It's like summer's gone enough that no more summer's coming back.
Right.
And then winter's coming, the darkness, the clock's changing is going to be soon. We're going to be back in that mode of like
4 p.m. darkness,
stuck in the house, but we still got time.
Yes. Let's live in the moment.
Live in the moment. I think to me, January 2nd is when you really got to put the blanket over you and disappear for a while, and then once you're into the worst month of the year, February, that's really when we should really be talking about the sadness.
Right.
Right now.
That's when things get really depressing.
Yeah, this is still wonderful Sunday time of year. Like, great Sunday.
Yeah.
Smell the air. It's crisp. It's
light
clean.
Jacket.
Hot coffee.
Are
you
light
an
jacket.
iced all year round person? Or
I used to be. Now I switch once the weather probably goes in the 40s.
I think that's the measure of adulthood.
To switch to hot coffee?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I was always iced all year round, and then I get a little bit of something in me that needs to just chill with a hot one.
Well, now that you live in Florida, are you going to be staying iced all year round?
No. I'm still the Florida seasons thing. Right now, you think it's good here right now? Florida, I mean, this is the time of year that this is the time.
Is it hurricane season?
I listen, if it is, I don't even know it because I'm too
Doesn't
busy.
Doesn't exist in your world.
Up here, it's always fall. It's the time of year where my dad would be like, can you believe we used to, be sitting in the darkness and the freezing cold? It is the time of year that it's
you gloat,
wonderful.
Flirty start gloating?
Yeah, and I will say this, there was a
Saw
lot
those
of
suckers up north.
There's a lot of suckers up north talk in Florida, and I would say the one that I was told to keep it down on is that the summer's not that bad.
So stop saying that?
Well, to never tell people that the summers in Florida, everyone's they're so hot, why would you? Everyone to me, when I was I'm going to go for the summer, they're the hot and the heat, it's going to be hot. I said to someone, I was it's actually not that bad. They go, we don't talk about that.
Right.
It's not that bad.
Because you want other people to not move there?
Right. You want the off season. You kind of like the quietness of Florida in the summer. To me, New York City is a hot box. It gets hot and sweaty here. I didn't really feel the difference, but I also leave a lot. So again, my experience with New York and with Florida is in the context of, flying away for a good part of the month. So I might be seeing the best in all places, which is a nice way to live, so.
Just traveling to the places with the best weather every season.
Just going from beach to beach. So yeah, I mean, how otherwise?
Do you want to talk about your home or not yet?
My home?
Not yet.
Well, I'm buying a home.
I'm excited for you.
Not a house.
Well, you've already owned a home. So how does this feel different? How does this feel from you used to own an apartment in Harlem?
It feels different because this feels very livable from the standpoint of just it has room. It's definitely
a more adult spot.
A lifestyle place. I kind of came to the decision, I brought my parents in to look at it. My mom and dad are just
Did your mom call the realtor? That's a joke from our subscription episodes.
Oh, she calls everyone. She almost made a realtor quit their job. She was asking so many questions, and it was this young girl who was the assistant of...
I like that. Test them out.
She went at... I mean, it's
I like to do that too, to fuck with people. What are the countertops?
Well, right. That's kind of what my mom did. She goes, well, what are the countertops made of? And the girl who was just new, she goes, I don't know. And then she goes, well, do the windows, are they stormproof? I don't know. And then she would go, does the gym, is it 24 hours? I don't know. And then my mom started going, she doesn't know anything.
I mean,
and she starts laughing at the girl, and I felt for her because she's like,
honestly, your mom's right. If you don't know, you can't be showing an apartment or a house if you don't know anything about it. Otherwise, why are you getting a cut?
This is my point for why, when people are like, oh, parents too involved in, the kids' lives, my parents. I didn't bring my parents to tell me what to do. I brought them to sniff it out. Give me an extra set of eyes.
To be rude for you?
Yeah, that's like bringing a drug-sniffing dog, bringing my mom.
Right.
She sniffs around.
Let's bring your lawyer.
Yeah, she's going to see shit that I would never see, but I would agree with.
Right.
That's the problem. It's there's this big trend of divorcing your parents on TikTok where these miserable people, they never look happy. It's always a miserable fuck who's like, I have gone no contact with my mom for 30 years. And I'm like, I do think that that's a person who just can't handle the good and the bad. You get the good with the bad with parents.
Right.
You get them making comments while you eat during dinner, but also you can bring them to your home that you're buying to be
radical truth telling.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's if you're going to hear from anyone, you might as well hear from them.
No, it's true. That was really helpful for me. I have my friend Liza is a stylist. Mm-hmm. And when I got married, she came to all my dress fittings with me.
Liza did.
Yes. And I'd put on the dress and then she would be directing it. It needs to be cut here and there, right, and add the material here. And I'm like, I would never have thought of any of that shit.
It's knowing what you don't do well and not hating yourself for it. Bringing in, because some people...
Bring in the experts.
Bring in the experts. I believe in expertise. I love an expertise. I think that's the annoying part about the internet is everyone's an expert. It's no, get out of the way. Give me the real people who have real interest in this.
Well, the annoying part about the internet also is that people want to be an expert in everything.
Right.
So it's everyone is giving you a link to a sweater. I want a link from a sweater from a person who knows about fashion. I don't want a link to a sweater from the online psychologist.
Do you? Well, this was during the pandemic. I remember, I went to Daily with the J Train podcast during the pandemic. And I remember one of the bits I was doing was my COVID rant of the day. And I remember the first rant I did, it's probably still on my YouTube somewhere, was basically do what you, now is not the time to be an expert in, vaccines and sicknesses. I guess I was before my time. Now is not the time to go outside of what you do. I was if you're a butt model, we need your butt.
Right.
Now more than ever.
Stay in your lane.
Stay butt.
Yes.
I need this right now. I'm going through a tough time. I'm going to be hugging your ass cheeks more tightly than I was a month ago. So, yeah, we want experts. That's, when people ask, I get asked a lot, for my opinion on things that are not what I have an opinion on normally.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, you do too.
Right,
and you go, whether it be political or whatever's going, but mostly
the best
political.
Is when it's Jordana, I'm coming to New York next week. What are the best
I hate that.
restaurants? I'm one, do you listen to the show? I never talk about any new restaurants that I try.
Do, but
okay.
You
do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You do.
Yeah.
But just because, I'm not an expert. Ask anyone else.
Right. And there's places for this.
Yes.
There's literally
there are
people,
experts who write about these things.
There's people begging you for their attention.
Right.
On the restaurant scene in New York. Literally made their name New York restaurant scene.
Right.
Scenester.
Well, that's also how an influencer becomes monster, though. Is when they're when they get asked about these things and then in their head they're I'm good at this because 4 people asked me about it. When 4 people out of 20,000
it's the skill of being an influencer is knowing your lane. I think that's a big, because it is hard. I'm
sure because you're people want to know.
People want to know. Look at, I got 10 people. People have been asking. Yeah. No, 10 people asked you out of 100,000.
Yes.
And it's hard. That is a difficult thing. I don't know if people know how difficult that is to resist temptation. Also to resist thinking that you're so great because you've been told you were great by 10 people. And
everyone likes something.
I do the question box on Instagram and I always,
What time does your show start? Is there parking at the venue? Yeah.
That stuff I ignore, but when I do answer a question on Instagram, I always try to come down to like, what's the point here? Are you funny? Did you bring the Jared Freed value to this?
Right. Do you understand me? Or almost do you understand what the value that you bring is?
Right. And if I'm not being funny and stupid, there might be a kernel of, I think this show is a good example. We give, we give our opinion on stuff and we try to be valuable to someone who's maybe looking to be heard and seen, but were you funny?
Right.
Did it make someone's day, That's why I get we both do get frustrated with like dating content. Like it wasn't interesting, it wasn't thoughtful, it wasn't funny. What the fuck was this?
Right.
And it's got, a billion views because maybe we're idiots. I don't know.
We might be.
Who knows?
I don't know.
This always comes back to maybe we're idiots. I don't know.
Yes.
Will, are we stupid?
No.
He's like,
that's right. Okay.
Depends on the day.
Just ask anyone who works for the show.
Yes.
You'll get an honest answer. That's perfect. So what else is going on? Oversharing. Podcast keeps going.
Listen up every Tuesday. You can subscribe to that. We get similar to our show. We get 2 bonus episodes a month.
Subscribe to this show. I got a new home to pay for, so please.
Yes.
And I'm on the road. How's Ronnie? Is Ronnie better?
He had another accident last night.
This dog.
I'm hoping he feels better
would be
soon.
out of my home. I don't know if I'd be.
I
feel for Ronnie.
It's funny because I was just starting to think I've really got the hang of this thing.
Yeah, just when you think you've got it. Yeah.
I'm like, we are a family. And now I'm like, oh my God, you're ruining my life again.
I mean,
Yes.
what are you gonna?
I'm assuming it's from, because I haven't given him anything else to eat besides the thing. So I'm assuming it's from this vaccine that he got. So I'm going to wait it out a couple days and see if he
What does Mike say
recovers.
about all the shitting that's going on? Is he like
Loves it.
Is he like is he like I told you let him in the bed? Like is there blame being given for the training of this dog?
No, there's no blame. I don't think there's any. There's no it's clearly like he's sick. It's not-
Right.
It's fault, really.
I know. Listen, I
There's
come
a
from a
little
house
bit of
blame.
all right, this one's
My mom would be
yours.
blaming my dad. My dad would be blaming my mom. They'd blame me for never taking care of the dog. It would just be a horrific cycle of negativity.
Yeah, we try not to do that.
I mean, that's a good house. Good for you.
Right. There is a little bit of like when it's the middle of the night, it's like sometimes a little bit of a standoff where it's like who can pretend to be sleeping the longest while we need to get out. Right.
I'm good at that.
Yeah. So is he. So is he. And I'll usually take the first run, but then if it happens again, I'm gonna wake him up.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm already up. I'm
you go.
All right, your turn.
Your turn.
Yes.
Well, I hope Ronnie's well. We all pray for Ronnie. #, pray for Ronnie. #,
Yes.
no more shits.
And it's tough because every time I take him to the vet, they feel his balls, and I have to listen to them every time we take him to the vet. Tell me that they can only feel one, and it's pretty small.
They bring it up every time.
Every time, I'm like,
same guy.
He's right
same
here. No, different people, different vet.
So
they check every
must
time.
be small balls.
They check every time. Yeah.
So the balls
and I
must
feel bad
be
because he's just sitting there while they're like fondling his balls, and then they're announcing to the room that they only feel one and it's quite small.
Do they have any openings for me to go and get my balls fondled? I mean, this
I'll
sounds
bring you
like a
in
great.
as my dog.
Here's my other dog. I'm just like, yeah, I'm
That
ready.
was hot. This web was pretty hot too. I was like, Ron.
A chick?
Yeah. Women can be doctors too.
Really?
Jared. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Chick vet. Better make sure Ronnie goes sees a second opinion.
Yeah. You could take him in.
What was she? Was she young? What's her deal?
She was
What's her
pretty
Instagram?
young. I don't.
So Will
Would you date a
shaking
vet?
his head. Would I date a vet?
Yeah.
Of course.
She probably has a few animals. I would imagine.
I'm
Most
okay
vets
with that, but
own-
they also know how to take care of them.
That's true.
They're not going to have a bunch of Ronnies running around.
Oh my! It's not due to any sort of issue, anything I've taken care of him
Listen,
for. Yeah.
it's not bad dogs.
He's a good boy. You leave my Ronnie alone.
I'm sorry, Ronnie.
okay.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yes.
We hope you get everything
I
better.
can't wait for you to meet him one day.
I'm so excited to meet him when I stay at the house.
Yes.
When are we doing this?
Yes, I'm hoping he doesn't have diarrhea that night.
I will be reporting on Ronnie's behavior.
I cannot wait.
If you're listening right now, I am in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. Okay? I got a show here Friday night. And the mood is right. We're going to have some fun, show you how it's done, TGIF, okay?
Is that a poem?
You don't know that poem? Maya Angelou. You don't know what I just did?
What did you just do?
You don't know it?
Did I miss something?
Am I crazy?
Sing it again, Jared.
It's Friday night, and the mood is right. Gonna have some fun, show you how it's done, TGIF. You don't know that?
Is that the TGI Fridays theme song?
I can't, this is the divide in our age. This is
Is the divide between 36 and 40?
36 and 40 is knowing this song.
How old are you guys?
Do you guys know the song?
33.
Okay, look up TGIF
Okay.
theme song. Yes, on ABC. This was the theme song to TGIF, the lineup on Friday nights.
Oh.
8 to 10, they'd have sitcoms. Family Matters, Full House, Boy Meets World, America's Got...
I watched all those shows.
But they had, it was
right, maybe I didn't-
themed with a song, and it was like a block. Can you play the music? Yeah, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I didn't know that was. Yeah, Dinosaurs. Did you ever watch?
Oh, the dinosaur show? Yeah.
Love Dinosaurs.
That was a
the
good
Mama.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a huge deal. You ever watch Dinosaurs? I had season 1 on DVD.
It was a weird show.
It was like very adult for being a kid show.
Yeah. What was the baby? Was like weird.
Knock the Mama.
Yeah.
He hated the dad.
Yes.
It was like a very sitcom-y show
Yeah.
with Jim Henson. It was a Jim Henson show.
That's so funny.
It had
I like
really
forgot
great
about that
humor
show.
to
It was a cool show.
It was actually like dark. They
and the
ended
animation,
it,
if you look at it now, is like pretty bad.
it's
Like,
pretty bad,
yeah.
but also the puppetry is like unbelievable. They ended it with the meteor hitting Earth. That's how they
Is
ended.
this a kid show?
It was a kids show-ish.
Okay.
Like it was very Jim Henson, very like adult.
What else did Jim Henson do?
The Muppets.
The Muppets isn't dark.
But there's versions.
Right.
I mean, if you look at the Muppet Show, was pretty adult.
Yeah. Whatever happened to everyone who worked in puppetry?
They're still around.
Are they? Are there shows?
Yeah, they're sticking their hands up other people's asses and shit.
The Muppets? I haven't heard much on the Muppets recently.
Well, there's Sesame Street. That a lot of them, it's down, it's gone. Sesame Street's gone.
I think Trump is getting rid of PBS or something.
It's crazy. It is crazy to me. I gotta say, I said I don't go political, but it's like, was anyone upset with Sesame Street? Like, did anyone go, we gotta get rid of Sesame Street?
Gotta
Like,
get rid of that Oscar the Grouch.
Right.
He's spreading homelessness.
Right. It was just like, that's one of those things you go, what do we, this was a...
Tickle Me Elmo.
Tickle Me
It
Elmo.
does sound a little nefarious.
Play the TGIF theme song before we get any further. This is all to say I'm in D.C. on Friday.
ABC.
It's Friday night, and the mood is right. We're gonna have some fun, show you how it's done, TGI.
How great is that song?
It's pretty good. It doesn't sound that familiar to me. I guess maybe I wasn't.
I mean, I knew the words right off
Yeah.
the top of my head. I love that I almost made you think it was Maya Angelou.
I did not believe that. I did.
That's the clip.
Yes.
A little nostalgia for us.
All right.
Okay.
Where are you going to be? And then we'll get
I'm in DC,
right into our show.
Then we'll get into the show. We'll get right into it. I'm in DC. I am in other cities. Okay. DC, Milwaukee. Okay. Milwaukee, we're having some trouble. Okay.
Okay. What's happening?
There's nobody's bought
No
a
one
ticket.
in Milwaukee
It's just
wants to see
Nobody
you.
wants to see me. No one
Okay.
wants to laugh. They just heard my whole bit about Sesame Street. They're like,
What's the big thing to do in Milwaukee?
I don't know. Eat cheese.
Okay. So you're
I
the
love
alternative.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Great Bloody Mary town. Always been a fan, but I've never done a theater there. So
Okay.
I'm doing a theater, and I need people to come.
Tell
to
a
Milwaukee.
friend, Milwaukeeans.
Minneapolis, we're doing better-ish, but that needs help too.
The mini apple.
The Minneapolis. Great town, Minneapolis.
Which do you
Huge
prefer,
fan.
Milwaukee or Minneapolis?
Milwaukee, but now with the ticket sales thing,
It's swayed.
Minneapolis.
Okay.
But I need Minneapolis. Chicago, we are almost sold out.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Chicago's always been good to me. I've always been good to Chicago. It's a two-way street.
Indeed. When's Chicago?
It's in November.
Okay.
And I'm going to the Bears game the next day. So if anyone has a tailgate they want me to show up at, I will, do a full split and chug a beer at your tailgate.
Wow.
Okay. Now, yeah, I'll do a split.
You know how to do a split?
I'm working on it.
You can't do a split.
I have a friend who
knows how to do a split.
So he used to do this thing called, he would Van Dam. That's his thing. He used to go to tailgates and he would get in a full split and chug a beer and we'd all chant Van Dam after Jean-Claude Van Damme. Because Jean-Claude
That's also
Van Damme.
aging you. I feel like I don't know.
You don't know Jean-Claude?
I know of him, but I don't know. He's not like a figure that's of my generation.
Jean-Claude Van Damme doing a split. Please show us. Friends.
Yeah, but it was like the joke. But they're older than us, so he was like someone they would know. And like, who was the other person?
Friends are older than us?
Friends?
How old were they in the show?
They're like in their 30s, but we were younger when it aired.
I relate it.
Could you remind me of the reason that you've never smoked a cigarette? Something about the womb. I was trying to explain.
I swallowed shit in the womb. That's Jean-Claude Van Damme doing a split.
Nice.
He was known for doing splits for some reason.
Okay.
That was his thing. And we had a buddy who could do a split, and he would chug beers while doing a split, and we'd all chant Van Damme. It was a big moment for us. I'm a meconium baby.
Okay.
Which is your own shit in the womb.
How do they know this?
Because I came out not breathing. I was a very sick baby. The world
You're like
is lucky.
Ronnie. They should have gotten rid of you.
I would have been gone. Then I wouldn't be spreading my, my humor door to door. Santa Claus here.
So you couldn't breathe, and they discovered they had to take out.
My mom might have
meconium.
embellished, but they had to get. She said at one point I was one of the sicker babies that's ever come through there.
Oh wow!
I was very sick. I didn't come out of the hospital for the first few months. I don't think.
Oh wow!
Yeah, this is all part of the
weak
lore.
Start.
Yeah, weak start. And I had a concave chest, and thanks to French fries and fried rice, I filled it out nicely. And yeah,
sounds like you were like a terrifying child.
You got to ask my mom. We don't talk about the past a lot.
Right,
We're
yes.
a future-facing family.
Yes.
We don't go back.
I have so many questions.
You would really help me out. I don't know much about where we came from.
I certainly helped Mike out. He also knew absolutely nothing. I don't even
Is
think...
that a male thing that we just don't care or don't want to know? I'm kind of uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable by it.
When I met this man, I don't think he knew the names of his grandparents, the first names of his grandparents.
The first names?
Yes. I never met them. But I...
They're dead. Don't worry about it.
I had to ask all these questions. I told him more about his family than he knows.
I think my brother's kind of experienced this with his wife.
Where
Ruthie
she's you don't know anything?
She's asking questions and he's like, I don't know any of the answers.
I'm like, are these paid actors? Do you know these people?
Yeah.
So how did you know that translated to you not being able to smoke?
I think it might have been the lie my parents told me to make it so I wouldn't smoke, and it kind of affected me in a way where I can't inhale. I can't inhale a cigarette.
That makes sense.
Physically can't.
Have you tried?
Many times. Okay. And I actually thought this on the way here. I was like, I think smoking's back. I'm seeing a lot of people smoking cigarettes in New York.
Well, our episode just came back about the Zins, and then I was talking to Mike about the episode because I was talking to him about what I talked about the wedding, and then he was like, does Jared smoke? And I'm like, no, he doesn't do that. I'm like, he doesn't smoke because something with the womb and he was eating shit. And Mike was like,
he's eating shit.
And Mike was like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? And I was like, now that I'm trying to explain it to you, I don't really get it either. Maybe your mom did make it up.
She might have made it up. I've had people message me. They're like, they're familiar with meconium babies.
Your fellow meconiums?
I think in 1985 it was more of a thing than it is now. Maybe.
Okay.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm just inflating my life.
Maybe.
Okay. Back to dates. Chicago, we're okay. But you might not be okay because you might have missed out on tickets.
We don't want any DMs.
Durham, I was told, Jared, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe maybe
you shouldn't be here.
You shouldn't go. So Durham, I'm begging you, can we buy some tickets? And people are like, oh, I've given this speech before, but I want to support. Coming to my show is not support. There is a exchange of goods for services.
Transactional.
There's a transaction there. Getting the tickets early is a form of support because it zhuzhes up,
telling
interest.
a friend.
Right, telling a friend. Charlotte. I think Charlotte would be good. I love Charlotte. Weirdly,
Never been.
it's like just like a good town that's like it was like built to be now. Like you could tell it wasn't like built early on. Like they built it like recently, so it's convenient. If that makes sense. Fort Lauderdale, they said tickets are not selling. My
Your hometown. Embarrassing.
That's embarrassing. Miami, Detroit, my mom's hometown.
How's Miami?
They mentioned Fort Lauderdale specifically, and they're like, the snowbirds aren't here yet. I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
But your parents are coming to the Fort Lauderdale one.
Yeah, and asking for 30 free tickets.
I mean, they should.
They better fucking buy these
If
tickets.
everyone at the country club doesn't buy a ticket, you should never stop and chat with them again.
You're speaking my language. Columbus, Orlando, San Diego, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Tampa, Atlanta, Charleston, Boston, Dallas, Houston, New York City, Toronto, Vancouver, Seattle. So jaredfreed.com for the tickets. Assemble the group chat. The show is about going to Europe alone.
I can't wait to see it.
It's called The Table for One Tour, and it's pretty good. I'm working on it.
Nice.
We're working on it. We're always working on it. What are we talking about today?
Okay, let's
jump
get
right
into it. All right. Hi, Jared and Jordana. Longtime subscriber, love the You Up podcast. I have an experience recently that feels like it belongs on the show. For context, I'm in my 30s, recently out of a 4-year relationship, and moved to a new city a few months ago. I recently matched with a guy on Raya, and our first date was surprisingly amazing. Think an unexpected troll metal band, I don't know what that is, band performing in a small bar.
I didn't know what that was either. Can we look up troll metal band? I actually waited to see it so that we could react to it because it sounded incredibly stupid. That's what I thought. I thought they were trolling metal bands by like making fun of them. And I was like, metal's cool. I don't know, you know.
The band is making fun of a metal band?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was my first thought. But
anyway, they saw a weird band performing in a small bar, playful banter and chemistry, both light and serious conversations. A mutually enjoyable night. So you think. He's a lawyer, owns a home, can hold intelligent conversations, and is respectful throughout. Over the next few weeks, we kept seeing each other, and honestly, I was more interested in getting to know him than the fact that, kicker, he's part of the new season's cast of a Bravo reality show.
Uh-oh.
One of the more tame Bravo shows, in my defense, that airs later this year, which he disclosed on the first date. I would love to know what show he's on. Please let us know off camera.
We need to know.
Yes. Then, out of nowhere, he texts, "I can't keep seeing you right now," and offers to meet for coffee to talk. At coffee, he brings up a Facebook post in the group. Are we dating the same guy? And accuses me of posting it about him. This was news to me. I wasn't even a member of this group at the time, and up until this point, didn't know he was posted on it. To be fair, we had not had any discussions of exclusivity, so I honestly wasn't upset to hear about the post. More so just offended that he thought it was me to begin with. After some back and forth that turned into joking about it, he said he believed it wasn't me, and we ended things on a good note, or so I thought. Side note, I requested to join the Facebook group after coffee purely out of curiosity about what was said. It was one of those petty any tea or red flags posts, fishing for information about his current and past relationships. Fast forward, I run into him at a bar the following week with another woman, same bar from our first date. I keep my distance and he keeps his. Next day, he texts accusing me of approaching her in the bathroom. And yes, again, assumes I made the Facebook group post. I sat there utterly confused. I could not tell you what this woman even looks like because I was enjoying my night with friends and intentionally staying out of this awkward situation. Plot twist, in this text exchange, he discloses that the woman he was with was the other person he had been seeing over the last few months, same time as me, and that she was the one who made him aware of the Facebook post to begin with. Again, we were not exclusive, so that didn't bother me as much as the fact that he now has accused me of approaching this woman and making the Facebook post twice. I firmly denied the bathroom approach and the Facebook post again. I even sent him a screenshot of my notification of acceptance into the group, timestamped 2 days prior, and he apologized for overreacting. This guy is going to do great on Bravo.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to watch him.
Seriously. With his head cut off. It's just from woman to woman clearing up his past.
So, Jared and Jordana, for anyone who's been falsely accused of posting on the Are We Dating the Same Guy page, especially when it causes the connection to abruptly end, how do you navigate without losing your mind or your dignity? Honestly, this entire situation has turned into hilarious entertainment for me and my friends, but I would be lying if I wasn't disappointed that the connection ended over a misunderstanding. Thanks for any insight and laughs you can send my way. Sincerely, confused and falsely accused.
Wow. When the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook group bites back.
Look at that.
It can happen all ways.
Yes.
What do you think? Any thoughts? Top of mind?
Right. Well, I think it's interesting what she's like. She's disappointed that the connection ended over a misunderstanding. That's not the right way to look at this.
Totally agree.
The connection ended over the way he handled the misunderstanding and the way that he's like reacting to the whole thing and the fact that he's seeing someone else.
Well, right. Let me come back at you a little bit because I agree that spoke to me. This ended over a misunderstanding. I believe I agree is incorrect. I think this ended because the lights got turned on and he had to make decisions. Like nothing was happening under the cover of night anymore. And he was put face to face with what am I doing here? And
because of the Facebook group thing?
Yeah, because what it does is I was putting myself in the position of this guy.
We're about to be on Bravo's next hit show.
I'm going to be on Bravo's next hit. I'm a lawyer. I'm good looking. I'm on Raya, which means, and I'm getting matches on Raya, which means I'm probably very good looking.
And I'm about to be on national television. So they clearly
and
have a vibe.
I was thinking of like, I've been with women where I've ended things abruptly. Okay. And I've had things happen like getting posted in a Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook group, like, getting another match on an app that I felt a better connection with. I've kissed someone while dating someone else and having nothing said where I'm like, that kiss that I had with someone else made me rethink how I'm approaching this other relationship that's been on 4 or 5 dates, and it makes you reassess.
Sure.
So something like this is just a jolt. It's the lights flickering on and you go, all right, what are we doing here? And this is where it gets confusing, where a lot of women will say, well, he's just trying to fuck a lot of women. I think this guy believes, he is trying to fuck a lot of women, but I think he believes I'm dating around and I'm waiting for this thing to like smack me in the face and tell me we should be in a serious relationship. So I was thinking about this because I do think this is like very interesting the way she's perceiving it.
How would you have handled it?
Probably the same way.
You would have been like, let's go for a walk so that there's no screenshot evidence.
Right. If you are, well, I don't know if I would accuse
I don't think you would accuse someone of doing that.
No. But I'm saying if I
you would just end it and not give a reason.
Right. I would end, right.
Which is the classy thing to do.
That's right. And accusing her of like posting it is like, it's, again, this guy is going on a reality show, so he's becoming more dramatic, and also like he's looking paranoid. Yeah. The paranoia is setting in. Yeah. So I think I was thinking about this. I was
he doesn't want to be cast as that guy.
Right. He doesn't want to be that guy. He doesn't want things coming out about him as he's heading into the show.
Right.
He has watched what's happened, and this is
unraveling a little bit.
Well, yes, he's absolutely unraveling, but that's how you kind of get in trouble when you get cast in these shows. One person has like serious concrete texts that are like you being kind of a dick while dating. And then like 7 other women go, oh, I dated him and he definitely was a douche. And it's just really easy to add on fuel to the fire. So he's trying to like get ahead of that, is my understanding. But I do think where this relates... But
she's even like, I don't think like he's done anything wrong until...
Well, he's not done anything wrong yet.
Yeah.
And this is my point, is with this, it does say something about the larger dating world to me. If you're wondering what you're dealing with, there's nothing you can do to scare a guy away that wants to date you. Nothing. Nothing you, a sane person, could do to chase a guy away. Guys who want to fuck you are like squirrels. Guys who want to date you are like dogs. Okay. The guys who want to date you, the dog is always going to come back to you. The dog is always going to cuddle you. The dog is always going to be there for you. The dog is going to whimper and want his head scratched. The guys who want to fuck you, you have to sneak up on.
A little more disposable.
They're going to run away if you move too quick. If you get paid, if they get posted in an Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook group, the squirrel's going to run away because he's going to go, I don't want no trouble.
Right.
So it's a good way for people, if they're dating, the idea of like, shouldn't I do this or text that or ask them out. None of that matters if they're a dog.
Mm-hmm. If they're into you.
If they're into you.
Yes.
And here's the thing, a dog can become a squirrel. But I'm just saying, when they're trying to date you.
How does a dog become a squirrel?
When they decide they don't want to date you anymore.
But how could that be when there's nothing you could have possibly have done to make them not want to date you?
These things happen over time. Well, you could just be you. And then that's what makes them not want to date you.
Okay.
You know,
so, but that's sort of the opposite of what you're saying, where nothing you could do would make them not want to date you.
But that's the point. Is like it's nothing you did. At some
just
point,
learning more about who you are.
Well, it's just learning about. I think that makes it too personal. That's just time going on, and you have to make decisions.
All right.
And it's not that you scared them away. This is to take it away from like, oh, he's trying to fuck. I think this dog started as a dog. Oh, we met on the app and we're having good conversation, and then became a squirrel the minute,
right?
That light went on. It's just like I think a lot of times it's like, oh, he did all these caring things and it was this master manipulation. And it was like, no, that's not what it was.
Right.
He did those caring things because in the moment it felt right. And in the moment it felt good to do for you. It's selfish because it felt good for him and he didn't think ahead a year, 2 years, and what this means for you guys as a couple.
Right. And why is he accusing her of speaking to the girl in the bar?
Because he's paranoid. I think that goes with the Bravo.
Right.
He's going on this show and he knows that the minute this cast gets released, everyone, the most annoying friend in the group is going on Reddit and looking up everything about him.
Right.
The woman in the most the woman in the most sweatpants is going and getting ready to make a TikTok.
Yeah. And would you have done anything differently than her when he accuses her of doing all this shit?
No, there's nothing you can do.
Right.
He wasn't yours to have.
Yeah.
It wasn't, this relationship was never going to happen. He was a squirrel.
Yeah. And I think also like the way, and that's why I said I think he handled it poorly, is I think that the right thing to do, again, if you're looking for your next job to not be Instagram influencer from all your Bravo fans,
right,
would be to say, hey, I saw this, someone told me that like they saw me in this Facebook group. It's like really bothering me. I'm like kind of like anxious and paranoid about it. And just like seeing what she has to say about that.
Right. But I mean, like, this was never going to be that way for him.
He was never going to date her?
He was never going to date her. He might have thought he was going to date her. He was a good first through. To me, this Facebook thing, here's what it did. The Facebook thing makes you go, all right, am I going to date this person or am I going to get in trouble for this? Because why
even ask her if she did it then?
Oh, because he's trying to figure it out. Okay. Like at that point, to get together with her to like make sure there's no paper trail,
right?
And then find out it's not her, and then go okay. And then like the next time she sees him, he's with another woman. Right. Like it's not like they were really getting along.
At the same bar.
It's not like they were really getting along. Like it's just the reveal.
Right.
Again, like. To go back to like the squirrel versus dog thing, like
this guy's handling this very wrong. This is not going to go well for him on TV.
It's not going to go well for him on TV, but he's dating a lot of women.
Yeah.
So it is the choice of like when this Facebook.
But by trying to cover his ass, he seems more guilty.
Of course, my mind. Yes. I think he's very guilty. I think he's out there. I think he's dating a lot of women.
Yeah.
There's no question. But that was like what happened when this whole thing went down. Mm-hmm. So like I just think like I was thinking like. What would I do if I saw that I was posted in a Facebook, Are We Dating the Same Guy group?
Well, I have a question for you also.
Okay.
What if the woman you were dating told you that she saw you in the Are You Dating the Same Guy Facebook group?
Same thing.
Are you dumping her because she's even in that group?
I'm assessing us. Do I want to commit to this?
Okay.
It is forcing me to look at this closer than I did the day before.
Okay.
That's what this did for him. He was forced to look at him and this girl who have been on 4 dates, and he had to say, are we going to be something before I go on a big Bravo show where a bunch of women are going to see me and want to fuck me? And he
Sounds
decided,
like, no.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Let's do another email.
Let's do it.
UUP@Betches.com, UUP@Betches.com. We have an icky or picky. Love this game. You're dating someone, you end it. Were you picky or was it a true ick? We will decide.
Was it deserved?
Jordana and Jared, I have so much love for y'all. Thanks for all you do, and especially the laughs and transparency. Icky or picky. My 31-year-old newly ex-boyfriend and his mom kiss on the lips. Making it worse, it seems to happen every time they say goodbye, hello, or thank you, and does not always look like a quick peck. To explain more, though I tried to look away when I thought it was happening, I've seen my ex hug his mom close while she holds his face in her hands, and they mouth kiss for what seems like too long. Though my ex looks like his dad, who his mom only has a companionate, non-kissing marriage with, and I have witnessed my almost mother-in-law squeezing my ex's inner thigh a mere half foot from his delicates. I would like to believe my ex and his mom have no sexual intention toward each other.
Wouldn't we all?
I know. As my ex told me, a tongue has never been used.
If you have to say that, there's a lot of evaluating that needs to go on.
During our relationship, I explained to my ex that in my world, lip kissing is not platonic, and I felt incredibly uncomfortable around them doing that. He told me that he will not stop kissing his mom this way. I will not stop kissing my mom on the lips. There's nothing you can do to stop me from putting my lips on her soft, supple lips every time we say hello and goodbye, and sometimes before I go to the bathroom. Have you ever seen a guy kiss his mom on the lips?
I haven't seen it. I don't know if I've seen Tom Brady kiss his son on the lips.
The Tom Brady kiss on the lips with his son was,
that was
jarring.
Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, now that his kids are like teens, would that be worse? I think.
I don't know.
There is
I think
an
teens
age.
is better.
There is an age you can kiss your kid on the lips, sort of. It different for everyone.
Listen. Yeah, it is one of those things. I don't kiss my parents on the lips. Do you kiss your parents on the lips?
I don't kiss my parents.
Well, we do kiss.
Where do you kiss?
On the asshole. On the cheek.
Like on the
I
ear?
kiss my uncle on the cheek, my dad on the cheek, my mom on the cheek,
Okay.
my aunt cheek, cousins sometimes.
Yeah, I guess I would do that.
You don't do that with your
Yeah.
sisters, with your brother?
No, we hug, no kiss.
I would say my family is more of a kissing family.
You're a kissing
than,
family.
But more like we've always been a little Italianish with like a lot of the things. Like we used to like go to my grandparents' house for Sunday, like and have like big meals there. Like it was very much that way.
Yeah,
but,
you guys are all making out.
Yeah, fingers
Big
in
make-
each other's rectums.
Big makeout fam.
Big makeout fan.
Nice.
That's us. That's why that type of loving gesture
The mouth is very different. Have you ever kissed your parents on the mouth
No,
that you're aware of?
not that I'm aware. What would happen? It'd get a little hard. Like I don't know. It's one of those that like I've seen happen.
Here's the thing where she's like, it's never lasted longer than a few seconds. It seems like too long. I feel like if you can start a count once it's happening, it's too long. If you can even
Right.
begin counting.
If it goes more than one.
Yes.
He told me he will not stop kissing his mom this way. It is none of my business, and his whole family sat down in disgust that this kind of kissing was normal in their culture, and I was ignorant.
I want to know what culture this is.
I would do anything to be at that discussion.
What is the culture?
How do you sit down and talk about your kissing habits with each other? That's
Right.
even more
All
awkward.
right. Family meeting.
I think it's Italian. would
Everyone
be-
bring your chapstick.
Right.
Mike's Italian. He does not kiss his parents on the lips.
No?
No.
What if he did?
I
What if he did
had
the most normal way he could? But go ahead.
If it was super normal seeming, it would have to not really faze me. I had an ex who was very close to his mom, and it was weird.
They kiss on the lips?
She like sat on his lap at one point.
Sitting on his
I
lap.
thought that was weird. She
I would find that weird.
She told me that he was the love of her life. Thought that was weird.
Well, once you put the lap with...
Yeah.
Now, we looked this up on Google. France, Italy, or parts of Latin America, kissing on the lips between parents and children is relatively common and seen as a sign of affection.
But is that adult children?
Up to kids.
Kids,
Okay.
right. I think kissing your kids on the lips, I see that a lot. That doesn't seem that weird. Once your kid is like here's the thing. Once a child is an adult, you would imagine they wouldn't want to kiss their parents on the lip.
Yeah, but if you're used to it, if the parents are leading, are they good looking? I don't know. The lap
I'd kiss
thing
my
matters.
grandma on the cheek for sure. Back in the day.
Oh, I kissed all over my grandma.
My grandma's whole face.
Her whole
Kiss
face.
her nose.
I'd suck on that nose, little tongue in her ear. I don't know. I'm more on the side of bitter ex than I am on bad family. Because she's writing in about her ex.
Yes, her new ex.
Right. Her recent ex.
Right. Is this a thing that you're now looking back and trying to make him evil?
Well, she writes, this is when I take his side even more. I have quite a few friends from the country and city his parents are from that have told me that this kind of behavior is not normal or common. They thought maybe his mom and him were a little off. I even did a deep cross-cultural research and in many different languages trying to understand how this behavior was normal and came to the conclusion that no one culture/country thinks it's anything but icky for adults to kiss family on the lips, with the exception of some families and only some individuals in those families. There are a few reasons my ex is now my ex, but after reading about his mother-son enmeshment and in books like When He's Married to His Mom, I realized that the relationship my ex and I had with his mom, though she was a great mom otherwise, possibly was the reason he had so many issues that made it impossible for me to have a healthy relationship with him. Anyways, is it icky for a romantic partner to mouth kiss their family, or picky if that's just what's normal for them and everything else is great? P.S. I have quite a few friends who practice non-monogamy, and they also found this icky. Thanks, a newly single bitch. So what do you think? Do you think she's gone too deep into, like, I'm just imagining her in a dimly lit room just at the computer, like, who's kissing who,
I think it's more like almost the kissing is less the issue than her bringing it up to him and being like, "That's none of your business. I'll kiss anyone I want."
I kind of take his side on that. Like,
you think?
A little bit, yeah.
No, I think it's my business. Like, how physically affectionate you are with, like, where's the line?
The line would be
your mom watches you bathe. None of your business.
Wow, that's crazy. That's not.
Kissing on the lips is a little crazy.
It's a little crazy.
Squeezing your inner thigh is kind of crazy.
I made a list. What would you rather? Rank these. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Rank these. Kiss on the lips. Their mom says, "My son's a hottie."
That's fine.
Touches leg by the thigh.
Okay.
Talks about their own sexuality, like in public. Like the mom is like, "I orgasm, come on."
Okay.
Like that type of stuff. And dresses him. Worst to best.
The first one is kisses.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Kissing on the lips is the worst.
Yes.
Okay.
I think, what was the third one? There's 4, right?
It's kisses on the lips, says my son's a hottie, touches the leg, talks about their own sexuality, and dresses him.
So there's 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Kisses on the lips, touches the leg, calls him a hottie, talks about her own sex life, and dresses him.
That's one
my
that
ranking.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
What's yours?
I think the lips one is the greatest
worst.
problem.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like for lip kissing. I just
You sound pretty pro lip kissing.
I know. I'm pretty. I guess I'm into it.
Yeah.
I would go. I guess that's what they do.
How
but
are you handling this? If you go over, you have your new girlfriend. You go home. She is kissing her dad and her mom on the lips.
I say nothing. I make fun of her because we're in a relationship separately. Then they're in a relationship. I think their lip kissing has nothing to do.
She does a thigh squeeze too.
The dad squeezes the daughter's thighs. It would be. There's a point where it's weird that I'm so into this.
That you like her.
No, there's a point where it's like weird that I'm trying to do this like psychoanalysis of the family. They're a happy family that gets along. Like, shouldn't that be like the nicest thing in the world? And like, however they do that, like,
no,
you get along. No,
no.
See, this is the thing. Like, I do think this
Disagree.
is very.
There's
gendered.
social norms. There's social norms.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with your life. Like, you have.
It is. I'm dating this person.
Right. You love everything about them. The mother-in-law is great.
Well, I don't love everything about them because when I try to bring up something I think is weird about their family, they tell me to fuck off, that it's none of my business. So
but
that
it's
I don't
on
like
the
that about them.
topic But I'm just saying, you're in a family. Like, this person has a breakup, and they're like, I always thought the kissing was weird. Then they go and research a bunch of things and find what they wanted to find. You tend to do that.
Sure. I think it's weird that she's reading a whole book on it, especially if they already broke up.
But that's the thing. Like, then you make it into this, like, horrific thing with this family that's working. But now I'm not saying that everything makes, if the family's all fucking, I'm not like, well, it works.
You think the family's working if they had a sit-down meeting to discuss the family kissing?
They talk. They care about one another.
We're going to have to strongly disagree here.
I think we strongly disagree
because
because
this is icky.
I think this is picky because I really think...
Jared, do you do this? It's okay. This is a safe space.
So what if I kiss my mom on the lips, okay? After we both have a gefilte fish.
No, it's weird.
As possible.
It's weird.
It's not, to me, I'm living in a world where this family really gets along.
Okay.
Gets along so well that they French all day long.
There are families that get along too well.
See, I think it's weird that you have a family that, like, you're marrying into.
Okay.
And they were, I'm living in the world, no family's perfect.
Sure.
But I'm living in a world where this family works. They like each other, they hang out, they support one another, they talk, and they generally, like, you'd be like, wow, this is a family that I really, like, enjoy hanging out with and enjoys each other, and there's love here. And it's, you go, any family should wish to be this family. But
I don't believe they're this family because they're too enmeshed.
I'm saying, in the world that I'm creating,
yeah. I don't think you
can't find anything else.
I don't think you're kissing on the lips if you're not overly enmeshed with your parents.
So you're just on the hunt for this other problem that isn't there just because you see this one problem?
I think there's no way it wouldn't be a problem.
You think my version is impossible?
I think any man who's so close to his mother that I mentioned that I think it's odd that he's kissing his mother on the lips and he tells me to fuck off, basically.
Did he say fuck off?
No, basically,
okay.
in not so many words, it's none of your business. And it won't discuss that there's anything weird about that. That's a man who's too close to his mom.
Hold on. The family had a meeting.
Yes.
Based on what you're, and that's
decided,
more than my family would do if I was like,
collectively,
hey, that you are wrong.
Yeah. They're too enmeshed.
But nothing else is wrong.
I think it's big enough. I think it's indicative of other. I don't think this man is making decisions without his mother. I don't think this man is I think his mother comes first.
But I'm saying you've seen none of that to this date.
I don't believe that that's possible. I don't think you can separate the two.
Okay, but I'm saying.
Fine. Everything else is a perfectly normal boundary relationship, but they happen to kiss on the lips when they see each other.
Yeah.
Fine.
But this is my point, and this is what I was getting to.
That wouldn't happen.
Well, I'm saying that you women will get in a relationship and go, there's one thing weird here, and pick at it. And now your perfect family is not talking.
Sometimes you need that.
Because someone from the outside said, I don't like how this all works. That's crazy to me.
No, I think that's how
I would never look at someone but I'm saying if I'm with someone and everything's perfect except they kiss on the lips, I'm not touching the Jenga. I'm not pulling at the brick.
That's where we differ.
That is, to me, this is.
I'm pulling all
crazy.
the bricks. I want to find out what's underneath there. There's something weird going on.
And then, like 10 years from then, the parents are divorced. The kids don't talk to the parent.
Then
That's the kill the Hitler baby moment.
I uncovered something that needed to happen. I started a conversation that needed to happen. Sometimes you need someone, an external person, to come in and tell you what's weird about the things that you always thought were normal.
So you're just standing on the burning ashes of a family going, we did it.
My work here is done. My work here is done.
Let's do another email. Sound off in the comments.
Yeah,
I want to hear from people.
Let us know what you agree with.
Because I'm building a scenario that, while it might be unrealistic.
You think it's picky. I think it's icky. So you let us know if we're keeping this baseline. Yes.
Stay away from my family. It works.
Okay.
I don't
know if I should.
So what? We French and we go down on each other. Okay. So what? Let's do another email.
Okay. Hi, J&J Feather. Let me start off by saying I'm married with a young child, but obviously still love the pod.
Thank you.
My also married best friend and I went out for drinks and ended the night at a local karaoke bar.
Look at you.
We live in a college town, but this spot is known for a variety of age groups and stages of life.
Sure.
The bar quickly filled up, so we shared a table with a group of guys. I noticed one of the younger guys was swiping on Hinge. I wanted to tell him in my best Jared voice, "You're in the wild. Let's talk to some women IRL." But I decided to mind my business instead. But I would love your thoughts. If I see a single swiping on the apps in a social situation, should I offer to wing woman or just let them do their thing? Sincerely, a helpful batch.
If a married woman...
I see a single in the wild.
Nothing sounds more married woman at a younger bar. Bunch of singles in the wild. If a married woman told me to look up from my phone while I'm in the bar, I would roll my eyes so hard that they may not stop rolling for the rest of my life.
That is I think it is the male equivalent of like an older man telling you to smile.
Yeah.
Or true woman.
I think you're totally right because it's challenging the manhood. You're basically saying you're not a man. Go talk to women in real life. Why don't you be a man? And all you want to do is like
I think this
go
happens,
back at that person. It happens to me a lot.
This happens sometimes, I think, when you have a child, you think everyone is your child. No one wants your fucking advice.
No.
Unless they ask for it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, how do you be a good wing woman? And it's like the best or a wing person. How do you be a good wing person? You're just a friend to the person. Like, just be fun and with them. Like,
and then leave when if the opportunity presents itself.
Right. If I was truly like looking to help these guys, listen, people are on their apps on the bar. I agree. It's stupid. I've done it. It's literally going to another bar that's while you're at a bar.
Right.
Like, it's really stupid.
Well, it's muscle memory too.
It's a crutch. Dating apps are a crutch. They're a way. You never get turned down on a dating app. You never get turned down. In a bar, you go up to someone, there's failure. It's public failure. So they're on the app swiping. It's also something to do. It's something to like.
If they're not, if no one's around and they're not.
Right. Would I rather look up aimlessly in a bar or would I rather be on my phone? I'd rather be on my phone.
Your phone looks back at you.
Looks right back at you. There's fun things to do. You can do the crossword. You can date.
Love the crossword.
You can Facebook. You can stalk. So nothing is more annoying to a single person than someone with no...
out there in the arena.
Right. With no chance of failure telling you to stop... Try a
different way.
Yeah, to pushing you to fail.
Right.
And it's like, listen, this is hard. Like and this is to all married people that go out there, single friends. Like, the only rule is to remember. The only rule to remember if you're married going out with your single friend is that your friend wants to meet someone. They don't need to meet someone.
Right.
Your friend is doing fine. They're good. They got their couch. They got a bunch of snacks at home. They're going to be fine. They're going to meet someone.
So how would you wing woman appropriately if you're a married woman out with a single friend?
If I was a good wing woman would be someone who acts, this is actually my answer. A good wing woman is acting as they would as a single person. Like, a good wing woman
is pretending to be single.
Okay. Yeah. Because... and then says to the person, I'm married, or has their ring on or whatever,
right.
and all that stuff. But
they're acting fun and single and like they're out there to meet people too.
And honestly, the power of being married is that there is no failure. So you do get to do. When you're married at a bar, you can act like a single person as if you're...
no stakes.
There's no stakes. It's as if you're on a tight wire and you got the net underneath you.
Right.
So you should be dancing on the tight wire. You should be going up to men. Hey, look at those shoes. Love those shoes. Where are you guys coming from? You have no failure. So you should be picking up men as if you're single.
Throw yourself on the stake.
Right.
Yes.
And then you bring in your single friend who is in their head, who is dealing with insecurities.
Right. Who has to worry about being rejected.
Right. And you are now taking the rejection for them.
I love it.
That's the way. Be single until you're not single anymore.
Yes.
And it's like, that's not, your husband doesn't give a shit. You're not going to hook up.
Right.
You're not going to fall in love. You know that.
Yeah.
This isn't me telling you to be like, yeah, you're just having fun.
Yeah. Or the other option B, you go around and you confiscate all phones where men are on the apps or not speaking to women.
Or
you scold them.
The alternative is to go up to men and be like, what are you, not a man? You got to be on the dating apps while all these hot women are around? Yeah, that's a good way. Puncture their ego.
Yeah.
Get all the single men to hate you and your friends. That's a great way to go. I would never want to date someone who's friends with the person telling me how not a man I am for being on my phone at the bar.
I agree.
Let's do some red flag or deal breaker. We love red flag or deal breaker.
Love it.
It's the game, sweeping the conch. You are dating someone, everything's perfect. All they're doing is kissing their mom, and you're wondering if that's a red flag or deal breaker.
Fondling their mom's thighs. It's no big deal.
I need the number of that vet. Okay. J&J, I need your advice on a situation that's stressing me out. My boyfriend, 34, and I, 33, have been together for 6 years. We moved in together, relocated for our careers, and started seriously talking about marriage and buying a house in 2023. The plan was for me to buy a house while keeping his name off and to be engaged by Q4 2024.
Wow.
This woman is on her shit.
Was this discussed in strategic planning?
She's got the business manager, the CEO put this on the table.
Yes, I hope they have a calendar hold.
These are all words I don't know. Then 2024 happened. He was hit by a truck, had surgeries, went through months of rehab. Hit by a truck.
That's one way to get out of an engagement.
That guy just ran out of the middle of the street.
Q4 is it's the end of Q3.
Wait, what's the date? Hey, taxi! Ah! I completely understood why there was no ring, no issue. From that angle, it's very funny. No, we're good. We don't have to get engaged. Why does that stop them from getting engaged?
Would you get hit by a small truck if it meant you didn't have to break up with someone that you felt like breaking up with?
Absolutely,
right.
Absolutely.
Or they were
small car?
Or they were like, no big, totally understand.
Okay, so to get out of a breakup, let's go over the options.
Okay.
Car runs over my foot?
Yes.
Absolutely.
How long would you have to be dating to have to agree?
We're dating a year and a half, and I have to
she wants to move in.
And she's like ready. Like we're on the path.
Yes.
Year and a half, I'd be like, year and a half would be late for me to be not engaged at this age.
At this age, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So year and a half, she's like, what's going on?
And I'm not sure.
You're taking the car over your foot.
I'm taking a car over the foot.
You might never make a football touchdown again.
That's okay.
That's okay.
I'll take a car over the foot.
Okay.
Give me some other options.
Let's think. Small car. You're in the hospital for a month.
Yeah, I'd take that.
You take that?
Yeah,
Hospital for a month?
Hospital. You get bathed. You get
losing income.
Losing income, but I'd get a lot of content out of it.
Right. And again, she's like, no issue. Whatever you need to do.
Oh, yeah.
Because of this, right?
It pushes off the engagement by a year.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a hospital for a month.
Lose 3 toes.
Take 5.
What?
Yeah,
I don't believe you.
Toes. That's my go-to giveaway.
2 fingers.
Which fingers?
Middle and ring. No,
I'm okay with that.
Can't put a wedding ring there.
Guess we can't do this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Long COVID.
I'm taking, of course. Of course. Now Q4 is starting, and while we're planning a couple's trip that feels like the perfect setup for a proposal, I'm worried. I'm nervous about buying a house here without a ring and don't know if I'm being petty or prudent. After 6 years, it feels like it should be a mutual exchange. He gets the house, I get the ring. So red flag or deal breaker, do I break up with him if he doesn't propose this time? Sincerely, getting the cow, the milk, and the pasture for free. P.S. I work remotely and live here for his job. If I were single, I'd move back to the East Coast, which adds to my concern about buying here. So what do you think? She's basically like waffling on the house because she doesn't have a ring yet.
Yeah. I mean, the way that they're looking at this is just, I think it's odd that I feel like, and this happens with a lot of couples where it's like, no one's sure if they're getting engaged. Like an engagement should happen over the series of like multiple conversations where most people are on the same page. Like if it's a complete surprise, that's weird, in my opinion.
Right. If it's too early, it's weird.
Yes.
If it's too late, it's weird.
Yes, like you should. This conversation should be happening like fairly frequently. And again, it sounds like she's presenting it as this like quid pro quo. Like, I'm giving you like a stake in my house and
Right.
and I'm getting the ring in exchange. And when are we getting this? It's like, no, you need to like take that shit out of it. Have a serious conversation about your future. I actually, if I'm being totally honest, don't think getting hit by a truck really means he can't propose.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that could have been like
Jokes aside.
Jokes aside, he could have gone. I've seen,
He could have been,
things could have ended. And
oh my God, life is short. Let me make sure I do this right away.
Right.
Tom Hanks in the elevator.
Right, totally. It doesn't, to me, this transactionary version of we need to get engaged. It's not a
great.
fun way for her.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's like overlooking how not fun this whole thing is for her. When, if you think about it, an engagement and a marriage, it's extracurricular. Like, it's not what it's all about.
Right.
Getting there and
it's a symbol of,
it's a symbol
wanting
of what
to,
it's all,
right, of like building a life together.
Right, but like I guess maybe this is 40-year-old me that's talking, where I'm like, if I'm doing this, like it's a, like you said, constant conversation. We're dreaming about this wedding together, this engagement together. We're talking about future stuff. Like, it's a part of a huge, bigger conversation. So the idea that like this engagement happens and all else is good, sign for the house. Let's start running now. That's not how I see it working out for me. I don't think that's how it worked out for you.
Yeah, I don't think that would be fun to be like, I'm not putting the name on the house until I get the ring. It's like.
So what does she do?
She goes, and she wrote, I live remotely and I work remotely and live here for this job. If I were single, I'd move back to the East Coast. So she's like making like a backup plan, which to me again says they're not really having like the right conversations.
Right.
Here.
I would say it's a deal breaker that you're not having the right conversations.
Yes,
like,
more than that he hasn't proposed yet. Although he has till Q4.
He does have till Q4. But I just think like waiting till the last possible second.
Right.
Like for me, like, when I do the task at the last possible second, it means I didn't really want to do it. Yeah. Like, I don't know. This isn't how I would want to get engaged.
Right.
So,
that's what I'm saying. I think she's having the wrong conversations.
Right. And I think that's a good conversation place to start. This is not how I want to get engaged. Like, I think that's like a nice way to put it, where you're like, we've gotten this far and I'm like going along with it, but like I'm realizing this is like putting a bad taste in my mouth for this whole thing. How am I going to tell this story that like you waited till the last possible second? We're not talking about it. I'm like guessing what's going to happen on this trip.
Right.
I'm not even getting to have fun on the trip. I'm going to be worried about whether
You're
it's going to
miss
happen
the
or not.
deadline?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't know. And I'm saying this as a guy who's not in a relationship because I don't want to do this to someone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be in something to, or I guess like I wouldn't be in something now because I would know too much. Maybe
we wouldn't stay in it, right?
Right,
long
him
enough.
at 34.
Right. Well, I think you get a lot of those emails where the couples almost feel like they're like in a standoff of like he's gotten till this date and like I'm not sure if he's going to do it.
Right.
And it's like that's the issue that's almost bigger than if he's going to do it or not.
Right.
That you're not sure if he's going to do it.
Right. This is the story
There's
people
no
tell
feeling of
when they get a
excitement.
divorce.
Yeah.
Well, back then, this is like the prelude to a breakup.
Right.
Right. You won't be surprised when it
Time was
does
running
end.
out. Right.
You
and
know?
then he decided to just go for it.
And then 2 years later, you're like, I'm getting divorced, but I should have known when.
Right.
So deal breaker for me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess have the
Have the conversation.
The truck, maybe he couldn't get to the ring store. He's, hit by a truck.
Whoa! I fell in the pool. Can't do it anymore.
We're horrible. Okay.
Sorry.
All right, I'll read the next
Listen,
one.
the East Coast is waiting for you with open arms.
Yes.
Move back.
Do
Get rid
it.
of this guy. Fuck him.
Find a guy who hasn't
Have him
been hit
listen
by
to
a
this.
truck.
Have him listen to this. You're listening to two rational people go, this sounds fucking weird.
Yeah.
Send it. Every email we do, I'm just like, just send it to the person. Send it to your ex who kisses his mom.
Sometimes people do that.
I think that's the way to go. You don't have to talk
If
to
you're
him.
the ex who kisses your son, write in.
I would love to hear from them.
Give us your side.
Please.
J&J, love you both. Let's jump in. I, 34 female, made the dumb decision to switch my Hinge location to my tiny hometown while visiting for Thanksgiving 2024. I ended up going on a date and, long story short, have been seeing and talking to him, 34 male, ever since. He's recently divorced with 2 kids. He's visited me and I've been going home about every other month since. We hang out whenever I'm in town and talk regularly when I'm away. We're not exclusive. I still date in my city, but as time goes on, I've started to wonder what's next. Oh no, she's starting to wonder.
Stop that little brain of yours. That's what he's thinking.
How do you know when a woman's starting to wonder? What are your clues as a dater? That a woman is starting to wonder.
Right. This is, to me, I know. Every time.
You just know?
I know.
Every time a woman starts to wonder, an angel gets their wings.
I can see that brain turning right in front of my eyes. I can hear certain words. I know.
Do you have any examples? I would love to.
I can think of like so many where
What's going on with the holidays?
What's going on with the holidays? That's like an easy one. But like I've gotten like, we should try certain things. Like, the we should guy. There's a version of the woman, like the we should guy is like, we should go apple picking. We should go on a vacation. We should do that dinner. That's a guy trying to hype you up so he can get you trusting him more.
Right.
A woman version of the we should is her saying, I like you.
Yeah.
I'd like to do these things.
They're making you opt out.
Right.
Right. We should go on a trip.
Nothing gets me more frustrated, and especially as like a people pleaser, than the opt-out woman.
Than the woman who's assuming clothes.
Oh, it drives me crazy because it's a strategy because everything becomes my decision. It's you can either be with this really nice person who you're attracted to, or you can say no to this one thing, which means that we're less than we were.
Well, the we should woman is not breaking up with herself. She's making you do it.
The we should woman.
I respect it.
You're absolutely right. The we should woman is the toughest woman to date.
Yeah. It's all those wandering.
She's just sitting there like, cut my head off. Cut it off. You don't want to cut it off? Okay, we'll go on a trip.
I like it. You should have to cut it off. I've started to.
It makes it so it's like, what's frustrating to me, it makes it so it's like, I like you. And then it's like, I have to say, I love you. It makes me have to be the one that drags the dead body through the finish line.
She's asking for what she wants.
I think she's more asking me to tell her that what she wants is right. And that gets annoying that I'm making the decision for both of us.
I guess, or she's just telling you what she'd like to do. We should go on a trip. I'd like to go on a trip.
I think it's too soon for us to go on a trip.
All right. Well, she's making you say it.
Right.
That's what I
would have to say, which is for me very difficult to say. Yeah, torture. Yes. Yeah.
Nothing like those wondering women. I've started to wonder what's next.
Stop wondering. Oh, you women.
We haven't really
fucking Wonder Woman.
Yeah, seriously. That's Wonder Woman's superpower.
Right.
She wonders about the relationship.
I'm just wondering, would you want to go to Napa?
Yeah.
That's a good sketch, Wonder Woman.
Right? Fighting villains, male villains everywhere who are non-committal.
Bring Wonder Woman on the date. She'll get some answers. I'm wondering if you two should go to Napa. I don't know. Sweat pouring down his face.
Yes, that's the kryptonite.
Yeah.
All right. Cut to my
Wonder Woman.
Meconium man's kryptonite. Cut to my most recent trip home. My family threw a birthday cookout the day before my actual birthday, and he came. Lovely night. I stayed at his place that night, woke up with him the next morning, and he mentions nothing about my birthday. I left for work, assuming I'd hear from him later, but 8 p.m. rolls around, and he sends a text unrelated to my birthday. Ooh, he's in danger.
Oh, fuck this dude.
Then, just before midnight, he texted, "Oh, shoot, happy birthday. I still had a few minutes left." I was pretty hurt. To me, if you care about someone, you're also excited about their birthday. I didn't expect gifts, just some kind of recognition that would have been nice. He first apologized and claimed he thought celebrating the day before and singing happy birthday sufficed. He's like, I sang happy birthday with your mom. He finally admitted that he ultimately forgot about my birthday the next day and blames it on having a lot on his plate. Red flag or deal breaker, he forgets about your birthday after literally eating your birthday cake 12 hours before.
She kind of undercuts her own point. Like, he was at the birthday party.
He did go to the birthday party.
With the family.
Yeah.
So, like, the idea that, like, he forgot, like, he was part of the festivities. Like,
right. It's funny because I was thinking that because, like, I had people over for my birthday on Saturday, but then, and some of them didn't text me the next day, happy birthday. And I was like, we just celebrated together. I think it's fine. Is that weird?
I would assume it's fine.
Is that weird? I was like, is that weird that they didn't text? Or did they wish me a happy birthday last night when they saw me? But I guess it's different if you're dating. I do think it's different if you're dating.
I'm so not a birthday guy that like, I'm like get over yourself.
I don't know. I think if you're dating.
He woke up that morning next to her.
Did he say happy birthday in the morning?
No, but like,
right.
I guess you.
Yeah, I guess he saw her already on the birthday.
Right. So you would hope he would wake up and go, "Happy birthday," on the actual day. But even when I would say, if I would say that, I would like laugh at it.
Right.
Like I would be like, "Happy birthday!"
This,
like we just did the whole day for you.
Right.
When's it enough?
That's a good point. If he hadn't slept there and seen her on the day and said happy, and I assume he said happy, whatever. They celebrated. He's saying he knew it was her birthday. If it was just the almost midnight text, I'd be like irritated about that.
Right. That's a different story. You never see him on the day of your birthday, and then 11:58. Oh, almost missed it. Kisses. Like.
Right.
Here's the thing. This on its own, he's not, it's not a deal breaker. But she's writing to us by starting her email with, I made the dumb decision to switch my Hinge location to my tiny hometown while visiting for Thanksgiving 2024.
Sounds great.
While in a relationship with the guy that she found on Hinge. Or some sort of relationship. They're not really official. I think she doesn't feel great about where they are. And she's thinking that if we were official and this was a real thing, he would know enough to say my birthday. I don't think that's the case. Like, I think that if they were together, if they were together and this happened, she's not writing in.
They're not together. She said we haven't really talked about our future.
That's my point.
Yeah.
So.
Right. It's more about.
It's about she doesn't like what they're doing.
I mean, listen, I started going to therapy because I got a subpar happy birthday text. I get it.
Well, beware of, this is a reveal. He has revealed how much work he's putting into this, which is not a lot. She goes home to her hometown. He gets to fuck. He comes and visits her. Probably a lot less than she visits him because he's got the 2 kids. He's divorced. So she's already saying, I'm going to this dumb fucking small town for this guy I met on Hinge who doesn't even go above and beyond.
For my birthday.
Yeah. So here's the great reveal. He's not working that hard on this relationship, which I agree with. Do I agree with him not saying happy birthday after waking up with you and going to your family's birthday thing? You have made...
It's not about the happy birthday.
It's not about the happy birthday.
Yeah.
You have made... What she realizes, she feels used. She has made fucking her with no commitment incredibly easy. He's even waltzing around the family party saying hi to mom and dad while not in a relationship.
Right.
He gets to walk around, be this great guy when he's not being a great guy.
Yeah.
When he can just end at any time. Oh, the distance. I got the 2 kids, can't move. You're not going to move here. Goodbye. Good luck. Like, he's getting a free pass is what she believes.
So what would you text him if you're her about this?
I would say the texting, you not making a bigger deal out of my birthday made me feel like I was cheap.
Right.
That I wasn't charging enough for admission to my store.
I think he would come. Don't you think he'd come back with, I felt like we went to your parents, we celebrated there, we did a whole dinner.
Any smart coxman would make it tough to argue. Any smart coxman would make it about the birthday and not about the relationship.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's
what
probably
I would
what
do.
he would do.
Right.
I'm playing out the conversation.
Yeah. He's going to make it about the birthday.
You say, I feel, you didn't make a big deal out of my birthday. I would say, I consider that a big deal.
I consider that a big deal, and I consider that representative of how we're doing things. I'm not happy in this relationship the way it currently stands. I'd like you to kind of talk to me about how you see the next year and 5 years going. Let's go through a 1 year and a 5 year plan. And here's my 1 year and a 5 year plan. It's only fair to give yours.
All right, let's hear it.
So my 1 year plan is that I'm going to start looking for ways to move home so that we can move in together.
Yikes.
Right. That guy's going to become a squirrel real quick. He's going to run away. I think he ends it.
You think he's going to end it?
Yeah. I think he's going to go, that's too much for me, and I'm not looking for that, and I got the 2 kids.
If you were looking for that, do you think you would have put more effort into the birthday?
Yes.
planned a dinner.
I think he would have. I think he wouldn't be so comfy cozy. I think he's just chilling.
Right.
I think he's happy.
And she's doing most of the work.
And she's doing all the work. She's traveling home and it doesn't feel like work because home is nearby. And there's a lot of built-in things that make this easy on him that he's become accustomed to.
Right.
And that means he got lethargic and he's your birthday can go fuck yourself. I talked to your mom and dad. Look how good of a guy I am. That's why she's mad. Let's do one more.
Great interpretation.
Yeah. This is why we are here. This is why this show exists. No one's giving you that insight.
No one.
Nobody.
Not Bethany Frankel.
No one's giving you squirrel dog metaphors.
Yes. No one's giving you Wonder Woman.
Let's do one more.
Okay.
Wonder Woman. Last weekend I went on a date that I just have to share. He tries to get us into a super popular restaurant on a Friday night at 7 p.m. No reservation, of course. When the hostess tells us the wait is an hour, he starts arguing, insisting he sees an open table and cannot understand why he can't be seated there. I stood there mortified, but also secretly amused. Red flag or deal breaker, he argues with the restaurant staff when things don't go his way. Sincerely, table for two, please, or not.
The no reservation is already a red flag.
Right.
Like not having the sense of like, I'm going to pick this restaurant that's obviously very popular that we're not going to be able to just walk into.
Right.
Fighting with the staff, another red flag. Especially when it's like something pretty straightforward. Like you didn't have a reservation, so you have to wait.
And we're a popular place.
Yes.
Everyone knows we're popular.
Yes. And no one's sitting there because the reservation is about to start soon and the people haven't shown up yet.
Right. They have a plan for this restaurant. And, there's a difference. I've complained about there's a whole section open.
Sure.
That's different to me when you go, hey, there's a whole section open, and then they go, there's no tables available. I do think you're deserving of a little of an explanation.
Sure.
Of like, hey, we're short on wait staff, and there's a reason we have the restaurant set up that way. That's a negotiable thing.
Don't flaunt your empty table titties to us.
Yeah. Don't show me the fucking titties. And then
Expect you not to ogle.
I gotta lick those titties. So I do think there's a special type of confidence that is really annoying to me of like, we'll just go and we'll make someone's day horrible so that we can sit.
It's very entitled.
It's very entitled. I do think this is all about setting expectations. Like if he said to her, hey, I don't have a reservation, but here was my plan.
Yes.
I was going to take a shot at this one place that's super popular. And then from there, we probably won't get in, but I really wanted us to try. And from there's like two other restaurants in the area. I'm thinking this one or this one.
Right. Or there's a bar around the corner we can go to while we wait.
Right. Just some
really
thought.
Like. Yes.
This was him when he says.
Trying to flex poorly.
Right. And it's him being like, I don't need to make any planning whatsoever or to like set any expectation for you. So like if he had gone in and been like, hey, they're like, it's an hour wait. And then he was like, I see that table open. Is there any way to make that happen? That's a different story.
Right. I have $10 here.
Right.
If there's anything that we can make happen.
How about a little Abraham? How's that feel to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
place it.
Slip. Yeah.
I mean, throw you a little $5 there. How's that say? Does that get us in?
Right.
So.
I agree. It's more about the planning.
Right.
The lack of.
What do you think of this plan? What if I told you? You ready? I've heard of this plan before. So
You've heard others give this plan.
I may have thought this was a good idea. You go to a restaurant that's super busy and you get there.
On a date.
You're on a date and I go.
What number date?
Third date.
Okay.
And I say to my date, I go, listen, this place is really popular. I don't have a reservation, but I'm going to say I made one. And then we're going to see if we can get in. If they'll just make it happen when I say I made one.
Okay.
And then I go up to the person, they go, sir, do you have a reservation? I go, yes, freed for two. And then they go, sorry, is it under another name? I go, no, I made it like 6 weeks ago. It's under freed for two. What's your phone number? Oh, here's my phone number. I'm sorry, sir, we don't have it. We're completely booked tonight. Are you serious? Like, I made it like 6 weeks ago. I can't believe you don't have it. Like, hold on, let me go look for the email. I can't, I just switched my phone over, so I don't have the email.
Find the email.
I don't have but listen, it's our anniversary. I made this like 6 weeks ago.
This is your plan going in?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Because now, not only do you not have a reservation, but you're a liar.
Yeah. How else are we going to get into this great restaurant?
No, I'd rather go.
You don't like the made a reservation?
No.
Please help me. It's our anniversary.
No,
We need this.
I'd rather go
I'm on
to
the
a
brink of a
shittier
divorce,
place
please.
that is easier to get a reservation.
All right. Well,
I don't want to be a part of like your like now I'm like now
catch
I'm
me if I
anxious
can.
about getting caught.
This is my Leo D
Yes.
moment.
Yes, and also like I do think you're a little like manipulative.
Yeah.
That it's giving me can I trust you?
Yeah. What if it works? I'm that good of an actor.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's almost worse if it works.
Well, this version is a deal breaker. Making someone's life miserable to help your own is not a good way to go.
I agree. Not a good look.
We solved dating again.
We did it. We'll be back on Friday.
Boom.
Bye.